Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Ryanman Breaks. Here live with break number 2 of season 4. So we've got a blaster box of series of update 2025. We've got a hobby box of 2025, heritage high number, and also just squeeze it on the screen, a hobby box of 2025 archives. So we've got 2 autographs and 8 exclusive pink parallels on average per box from the archives, an autograph or a relic from every single box of these, again on average, and nothing guaranteed out of here, but we have got those holiday exclusive base parallels. Now I say on average because of the last break. So if you've not had a chance to go and watch it, please do make the time to go. The series, season 4 opener, we had an absolutely outrageous hobby box where we pulled a lot more autographs than we should have, especially being as though we'd already pulled a patch. So yeah, treat yourself. Go back and watch that one. Absolutely outrageous. We are going to get started here. We are showing poor for that. Our connection is poor apparently, but as long as the video is coming through, we should be okay. So we're going to get started here with our heritage high number 2025. So we've got those dark blue parallels in here, as well as light blue sparkle variations. Like I say, on average, 1 autograph or relic card per box. Typically, you're going to be finding relic cards out of these. It's usually the way that it goes, state of play with the heritage boxes. But the real 1 autograph in here are awesome. On card, obviously. It is lagging quite a bit, isn't it? Okay, let me just try and sort this out while we've not got too many folks here. Let's see what we can figure out. Before we get too deep into it, I don't want the stream to be rubbish, do we? Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to close the stream and come back in, because I think this is something that needs a little bit more attention. So I will see you all very shortly. In fact, hang on, let me just try something first. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of difficulty with the stream itself. It's telling me that we're... is it coming through okay for you, Ben? Because the actual YouTube is telling me that the stream is poor and that we're going to have difficulties with it. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'll ignore YouTube for now then. we should be okay. So we're going to go through with our Heritage high number first. As I say, we've got those dark blue hits out of here exclusive. We've got the light blue crackle parallels in here as well. And we are looking for an autograph or relic. Let's pop the packs over this side. High number. I like high number. Typically a very good release. We're of course looking for Nick Kurtz. Would be fabulous out of here. Oh, actually, quickly, let's just do the team rundown actually, shall we? So Paul with the A's, Angels and Rockies, Mike with the Jays, Royals, Orioles, Mark with the Padres, Phillies, Guardians, Chris with the Cubs, Tigers, Mariners, Andrew with the Pirates, Marlins, Mets, Luke, Dodgers, Rays and Rangers, Ben with the Astros, Cardinals and Twins, Adam with the Red Sox, Braves and Giants, Laura with the Diamondbacks, Reds and White Sox, and Kev with the Yankees, Nationals and the Brewers. There you go, that gets us all up to date. As Sean Murphy is our first card. Do like these high numbers. We've got one of those blue parallels straight away. Mick Abel for the Twins. Sunchi Cheng for the Pirates. It's Kenley Jansen for the Angels. On that dark blue parallel. Ryan Burgett for the Royals. Ronnie Simon for the Pirates, looking very happy with himself. Thomas Harrington, also looking happy. And Tanner Bibby. That's pack one. So, like you've seen, we have got this hobby box to go through. We've also got a blaster box of 2025 update and a hobby box of 2025 archives as well. So 2 hits out of that one should be. Michael Taylor for the White Sox. Jorbit Vivas for the Yankees. Brandon Young for the Orioles. Jackson Jobe, rookie performers for the Detroit Tigers. That is on the silver foil card. And Ronnie Simon is behind him, and that is on one of our light blue speckles. They're really lovely on this release. I think that's one of the better things that they've done of this release is add these lovely cards. Johan Rojas for the Phillies, Nathan Lukes for the Blue Jays, and JP Sears. How is everybody on this day, or whichever day you happen to be watching this? Hope you're well. The weather is lovely here in Grimsby today. A little bit windy, but other than that, it's really nice. Can't ask for much more. Ronnie Simon is a little bit OC. These are, of course, unnumbered. But we will be going back through to make sure that we find all of our short prints, all of our variations, anything like that that we happen across in this break. I'll tell you what. Start at the back. Let's pop them all there. There we go. Perfect. So 2 packs in. 3 stand-worthy cards. I'm happy with that for a good start. We are bound to get some dry packs out of here, but that is a decent start. That is Saurin Lau for the Mariners. Shane Smith for the White Sox. Tanner Scott for Dodgers. There's Carson Kelly for the Cubbies, and that is on one of our optics. Nick Pivetta, Juan Duran, AJ Smith Shorver, and Rafi Devers in his Giants gear. How are you doing today, Ben? Hope you're well. Oh, actually, you might be at work. Are you watching whilst at a meeting today? That's a nicely centered one, actually. Looks pretty good. Carson Kelly for the Cubbies on the optic. This pack feels a little thicker. Might have our... Yeah, I think this has got our thick card inside. It's Cole Henry for the Nationals gets us started. Pavin Smith for the D-backs. Logan Evans. It is indeed. And it is Paul Goldschmidt for the Yankees. That grey swatch in there. Yeah, I am not bad at all, thank you, buddy. Ooh. Be sure to send me your new address. Ah, fiddlesticks. Oh, viewing for a new house. Okay, thank God for that. I was just thinking to myself, I've just sent your cards out. I hope they get to the right address then. But yeah, I didn't read the comment properly. New York Yankees hit. That one is going to Kev. Congratulations on that one, mate. Paul Goldschmidt. Lovely little card. Let's pop him over there. Yeah, I am well, thank you. Happy to be breaking. I like getting back in the swing of it after the winter break. The self-imposed winter break, to be fair. I probably could break throughout December, January, February, but I like to give myself that little bit of time off. I like to give you guys that little bit of time off for your wallets and your bank balances. Kyle Higashioka, for the Rangers. And the blue, Denzel Clark. That's a cool card for the A's. Victor Mesa Jr. for the Marlins. And Tomoyuki Sagano for the Orioles. So let's have a quick gander. 638. Nope. So anything 700 and above, I believe, is our short print cards. That's what I will be looking for when I'm going back through them. Obviously, image variations. There's all sorts of variations in this release. The pictures here can be different. The colours can be different here. Names can be different. All sorts of stuff. So it is a fun release to look back through. We have got a little bit of magenta in this packet. So that's fun. Taylor Ward for the Angels. Rich Hill. Freeman. Here is our bit of colour. Oh my word. 2-5. Focus, please. There we go. Michael Garcia for the Royals. This is a random, I believe. Royals weren't picked up. Were they picked up? Royals going to Mike New. Congratulations. Michael Garcia, numbered to 5. That is 1 of 5. And that is our lowest card of the season. So we have set our stall out pretty quick this season. 5 is very low. 5 is the one to beat now. Only a 1 of 1 is going to beat that for the season. Focus, please, Michael. There you go. 1 of 5. Thanks for the fire there, Ben. Absolutely appreciate that. That is an outrageous hit. Well-centered card. Lovely, lovely card, that one. Matthew Boyd for the Cubbies on the blue speckle. And we've got Will Wilson for the Guardians. Bit of focusing issues. There we go. Caleb Durbin. And I know what it is. It's these guys at the back. Come on. Yep. And you're just going to have to trust me. That's Willie Castro. There you go. Willie Castro for the Cubs. That focus is going to do my nut. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Boyd sleeved up. So is that going to be the only numbered card that we find out of this box? If it is, that's not a bad one to pull. I think we're getting a 101 today. A 101 today would be incredible. Michael Garcia, 1 of 5. There are only 5 of that card in the world, and one of them is currently in Grimsby. That's mad. Okay, Tommy Pham for the Pirates. Austin Hayes for the Reds. Cup card Mason Miller. Ranger Suarez is our next optic insert. Carl Yastrzemski on the bicentennial, the 200-year celebration. Nathan Wiles for the Braves. Paxton Schultz, rookie card for the Blue Jays. and Grant Wolfram for the Orioles. Let's pop Mr. Suarez in his sleeve. I'm not going to standify the Yastrzemski just yet, because I think we're going to fill up the stage pretty well enough without putting that insert in. But he will get his own little pile. I love your optimism on that, by the way, Ben. I would love to pull a 101. You never know, it might be coming out of that archives box. It might even come out of the blaster box. That would be incredible. Robert Hassel III. There's Michael Bush on the cup. Braxton Fulford for the Rockies. There's Merrill Kelly. Carson Kelly. Christian Koss. Mike Vasil. And Tirso Ornelas for the Padres. Our first dry pack. So that's, how many packs have we had? We've had about 6 packs. We're doing okay. We're hitting pretty good. As far as significant stuff coming out of packs goes, we're doing okay. And we're going to do okay again out of this one. We've got another one of our blue speckles. Mickey Moniak, sorry, for the Rockies. Rylan Thomas, Max Muncy. There is a Josh Rojas, and that is our next optic insert, as well as Gage Workman behind him. Rookie card for the Tigers on the blue speckle. Harrison Bader, John Bertie, and Ernie Clement for the Blue Jays. I think these boxes might even still be available. Certainly within the UK they are still available, but they are good value for money. You get an awful lot of stuff out of the packs. They're well worth the price that you pay for them. And they're a lot of fun as well, because you're getting all sorts of bits and bobs. And that guaranteed hit is nice. It would be better if it was a bit more 50-50 as opposed to a 60-40 split, but and I'm not going to complain at Goldschmidt. It's a nice patch to get. The added inserts with the blue speckles, the dark blues, the optics. I think it's a great release. Especially when you've got a good rookie class like we had in 2025 as well. Ranger Suarez, Zach Agnos, Zach McKinstry, Taylor Ward, now of the Orioles. That's a good chrome rainbow foil to get. Focus, please. There we go. Taylor Ward. Nice card for the Angels. Angels goes to Paul Carr. Congratulations on that one, my mate. Not be making its way to yet. We have got a Nick Kurtz sighting. It is on our rookie performers. Here we go. Nick Kurtz on the rookie performers insert. Man, that focus is doing my tree. Trevor Story for the Red Sox. Tyler Mahle for the Rangers. And there is a Higashioka again for the Rangers. So, for those that have seen it, know that the collation that we got in that in our last hobby box, in our last break, was absolutely atrocious in our update. They know that a atrocious collation led to an incredible amount of hits from that box. So is a rubbish collation in this one, with the duplication of certain players, going to mean more hits. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Eric Orze for the Rays. Hunter Dobbins for the Red Sox. Matt Gorski. Max Muncy. Ah, that's lovely. On the optic, it is the wrong A as far as we're concerned, but that's still not a bad one. Max Muncy on the optic. It's not terrible. Tyler Mahle for the Rangers. There's a blue, nice colour match on that one. Ryan Johnson for the Angels. Cade Horton for the Cubbies. And AJ Blueball for the Astros. When you do move, Ben, by the way, don't forget to send us your new address, if and when. I'd hate for you to be missing out on any of your cards, mate. Phil Maton for the Rangers. Carl Manzaro, Guardians. Leo Rivas. There is an Alex Verdugo. It's a striking card, that, isn't it? It's less than flattering. Josh Naylor, colour match for the Seattle Mariners. Jose Fermin is just behind him, but we are going to put Mr. Naylor in his rightful sleeve. Jose Fermin for the Angels. Braden Fisher for the Blue Jays. And Igor Guerrero for the White Sox. Yeah, it's a stressful, tumultuous time moving, mate. I don't pity you. We did it ourselves 3 years ago, 3 and a bit years ago, with 2 young kids. It was quite stressful, to say the least. So yeah, I know what you're feeling. Gage Workman. That's the second time I've seen Mr. Workman. Alejandro Osuna for the Rangers. Alec Thomas. Luis Arias for the Athletics. It is another Athletics, this time on the blue speckle. And again, it is not Mr. Kurtz, but that's nice. He is massively off-centre, though. I'm going to end up doubling those up once we finish this box, but we are not even halfway there. Gunnar Hogland for the Athletics. Cameron Misner for the Rays. Luis May and Omar Cruz. I mean, having said that, this is the last pack before the halfway, and look how much stuff we've got up there. I know I could be a little bit more picky, but all of those cards, for me, are well worth their place up on that stage. They're lovely cards and will make a great addition to anybody's collection. Pedro Pages for the Cardinals. Jack Flaherty for the Tigers. Charlie Morton for the Tigers. Ceddy Mullins in his Mets gear. Shohei Ohtani on the award winners card. National League MVP. Chase Petty. Hayden Senger. And Luke Keishall for the Twins. That's a nice rookie card. So another one of our dark blue bordered parallels out of this one. Ramon Laureano. Jonathan Aranda. Clay Holmes. Griffin Canning for the Mets. Also a nice dark blue colour match. That's a lovely one there for the Mets. They are going out to Andrew Duncan. Congrats on that one. Justin Hagenman also for the Mets. Colton Gordon for the Astros. Evan Phillips. And Yon Moncada for the Angels. I'm not saying this is the absolute best release, by the way, but it is well worth the money. It's a good way to get into the hobby. You get a lot of cards for your investment. I think it's a really good... If you're just getting in and you fancy opening yourself a box at less than 100 quid, if you can still pick this up at less than £100, it is well worth it. You get a massive amount of packs. You get an awesome amount of cards. And all these inserts and colours and everything like that. I think it is a really good release. Jordan Beck for the Rockies. Landon Roop for the Giants. Enrique Hernandez for the Dodgers. There's Ceddy Mullins, this time on the optic inserts. It's another colour match, and this time it's Tyler Talbot for the Royals. Maverick Handley for the Orioles, Jack Dreyer for the Dodgers, and Craig Yoho for the Brew Crew. I think it said he's just gone to the Rays, actually. Or went to the Rays in this off-season. I'm not 100% sure where he's landed. That Jim Palmer, mate, is absolutely glorious. It really is glorious. If I had anything in my collection, I would be offering it up for you. I don't really have my own collection anymore, other than my Orioles cards. I don't buy boxes for myself anymore. Everything I have, it goes on to buying boxes for breaks. So I don't get an awful lot. I'll tell you what, I'll give you free breaks. Let's try that one as an opening salvo. Jake Myers for the Astros, Eugenio Suarez, Marcelo Mejia, Evan Sisk for the Pirates, and that is another one of our blue speckle inserts. That is our 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty cool. Cody Clemens for the Twins, Shelby Miller for the Brew Crew, Adam Frazier for the Royals, and Jake Fraley for the Reds. Evan Sisk. No, it's an insert. I thought we had something a bit different there. Chad Patrick for the Brewers, Kevin Yates, Carlos Narvaez. There's a Juan Soto on the perfect 10. If you haven't had a look at Pack a Day, by the way, go back, treat yourself today and yesterday. Couple of really, really nice Juan Sotos. Ooh, I'll tell you what then, we'll work something out, because that Jim Palmer auto is beautiful. We'll work something out, mate. Tyler Wells for the Rays, Josh Rojas for the White Sox, Wilmer Flores for the Giants, and Jose Iglesias for the Padres. Yeah, I'm sure we can put our heads together. Ben Williamson for the Mariners, Doug Nikhazy, there you go. The Guardians, JC Escara for the Yankees, Ryan Augusto for the Astros. There's Trevor Story for the Red Sox. Let's pop him up here with Tyler Talbot. Robbie Ray for the Giants, Augustin Ramirez. Again, treat yourself, go back, have a look at the Season 4 opener. We pulled an absolutely awesome Augustin Ramirez autograph. Lorbert Arias for the Marlins. It's fish related. Miguel Andujar for the A's. Logan Van Way for the Astros. Ty France. Juan Murillo. Zach Kent is our next blue border. This one is for the Guardians. Rookie card there. Nice little hit. Jake Mangum, Matt Svanson, and Leori Taveras. And that one is for the Mariners. I see Victor Scott on the back. I can see Blue Speckle in the middle. Kyle Gibson gets us started. Speed Demon, Chandler Simpson, Brandon Fart for the Diamondbacks, and Nick Pivetta. That's really nice, actually. With the camo top and the blue speckle, that goes really well together. That pops. It's a nice card. It's pretty well centered as well for the Padres. That one's going out to Matt Brindle. Congrats on that one, my mates. That's a really cool looking card. Eric Wagaman for the Marlins. Brian Hayes in his Reds gear. Martin Perez and Victor Scott the second. 4 packs left of this one. Thank you for coming and joining me on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. It still blows my mind that I get people watching little old me on their phones and tablets and televisions. It's crazy. Brett Beatty for the Mets, Tyler Callahan. Oswaldo Cabrera, Drake Baldwin, Tony Olivia on the Hall of Fame card for the Twins. That one's a lovely one. Sam Huff. I didn't actually notice that bat when I looked at that first time. Travis Denard and Matt Boyd. Before I go any further, thank you, as I said. But also, don't forget, subscribe if you're not already. Please like and share as well, and a comment after the video is uploaded. It's greatly appreciated, as it all goes towards helping the algorithm, and it is completely free. AJ Minter for the Mets, Liam Hicks for the Marlins, Yania Diaz, Astros. There's another Sam Huff hiding his baseball bat, and Ryan Johnson for the Angels on the colour swap. Josh Naylor for the Mariners, Luis Urias, and Paul DeJong for the Nationals. So, Ryan Johnson. Those dark blue parallels are stacking up, and they are really nice. We've gotten some good ones out of here, and they're tending to be quite well centered as well. Nice collectible little cards. And our Sam Huff on the optic. Couple more hits out of this pack. There's a black border. Huh. Can you get black borders out of here? Lucas Giolito, we're about to find out. For the Red Sox, Dustin May for the Red Sox. Elvis Alvarado for the Athletics. Let's just... I'm going to hold that for a sec. Jose Fermin. Jose Fermin. Did we already... No, we didn't get Jose Fermin. I just remember lingering on his card for a little bit earlier. Michael Darrell Hicks. Blaine Krim, sorry, for the Rockies. Tim Elko. So let's pop this blue in a sleeve. Black borders. Limited, number 50? Something like that. Well, let's find out, shall we? Designated hitter for the San Diego Padres, it is Ryan O'Hearn. And it's just a black border. It's not numbered. Nope, it's not numbered. Interesting. Very interesting, Victor. Okay. If you're aware of what the significance with the black borders is, please do let me know. I'm notorious for missing bits and bobs, so a black border with no number. Seems like it should be numbered, but I'm not sure. And this is our last pack of Heritage. After this, we are going to move on and open our Topps Update blaster box. Willie McIver for the A's. There's Michael Garcia, who we found a card numbered to just 5 of earlier. Connor Thomas for the Brewers. Javi Baez, there's our last silvered. That's for the Tigers. Bobby Witt on the Perfect 10 insert. Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. Blade Tidwell and Garrett McDaniels. Let's go ahead and put Javi Baez in his sleeve. Right, we are going to do a lot of doubling up. So, dark blues. Dark blues. Foils. Where are we? I am definitely going to knock the camera, so I apologise for that in advance. Let's find our optics. They're really nice. I like those inserts. They're very... me and a couple of other folks call these the optics because they're quite reminiscent of the optic releases from Panini over the years. They're very reminiscent of them. So That's why you'll hear me calling them optics quite often. That black is intriguing, and I'm not sure. So let's go ahead with our 2025 update blaster box. So holiday exclusive parallels out of this one. They've been changed now to the Fall League parallels in Series 1. So they are a little bit different now. And also the blaster boxes for Series 1 only have 6 packs, whereas these have 7. So are they as good value anymore? That's something that is a question in the hobby for sure. Are blaster boxes as good for flagships? There is the old design for Stars of MLB. I actually prefer the Stars of MLB from this season, from 2026. But the design for me, I'm not a massive fan. It's a bit blah. It's not that special. I know a lot of people have been raving about it. Everybody likes a new design when it comes out because you're not used to it. You haven't seen it time and time and time again. I much prefer this. This has better scope for it. It's got a little bit of colouring, a little bit of work to it. I much prefer this. Chase Lee after the Bryce Harper. Non-smile for Shohei Ohtani. Zach Agnos. Joe Boyle. There's a Cam Smith rookie debut card. Nice one for the Astros. John Rave. That's a cool name. John Rave for the Royals. Eric Sabrowski. Cody Clemens. Tyler Heineman. There's our first backwards card. So we've got Sally Perez on a bubblegum. And Joe Boyle on the rainbow foil. Cool. Yeah, that's my thinking. I know blacks aren't a dime a dozen. I just wasn't sure with it not being numbered. But yeah, that makes sense, Ben. So what I am going to do, let's quick rip this one. I don't often do quick rips, but I'm going to do it on this blaster box with it only being, well, 6 more packs. Still going to take my time with the cards, because as far as I'm concerned, everybody's card is valuable. You've paid for the break, your card gets to shine. Nice. Okay, let's go. I'm going to split them, cut the deck as it were, and Hunter Dobbins gets us going for the Red Sox. Ryan Walker, Fernando Cruz. So that's my only gripe with this release, the design of it. Sometimes you do lose the surname in the shine at the bottom. Other than that, I really can't quibble with it. It's our WWE Tag Team Champions, Young and Hungry again. Fabulous card, love that one. Logan Van Way, Blaine Krim, Caden Danner on the rookie debut. We've got a gold card. That is after our Brandon Young. And it is Evan Sisk. Not guaranteed one of these. 1802 of 2025. It is very high numbered, obviously. With it being a gold card from retail. That's a nice one for the Royals. A second Royals numbered card. Doesn't quite beat the 2-5. But still a lovely card. Congrats on that one again. To Mike. And a couple 3 backwards cards. So that is our standard Ji-Hwan Bae for the Pirates. Jackson Merrill on the Stars. And then Isaac Paredes on one of those sand glitters. I like to call them the Merlin inserts. Michael McGreevy, Davis Martin, Let Them Eat Cake, Nathaniel Lowe, Lucan Baker, Ryan Zephyrhan, Matt Gorski. See what I mean about losing the surnames in the bottom of them sometimes? But again, it's a minor quibble. Matt Gorski, Jake Berger, CJ Alexander, Thomas Harrington. It's one of those MVP inserts. We got a Nick Kurtz, Stars of MLB, and Frank Thomas on the MVP there. Nice, I like those inserts. Very reminiscent of the old style cards. Tyler Freeman. There is another Nick Kurtz. That's a good one to grab. Travis Denaud. Antonio Zenzatella. Fraser Ellard. Jamie Westbrook. Grant Wolfram again. Jorge Soler. Jock Pedersen. Adam Frazier. A couple more backwards. So we've got Ryan Miller for the Detroit Tigers. That is our standard holiday insert. Haesung Kim on the Stars of MLB for the Dodgers. And a Junior Caminero All-Star Game silver foil. Let's go ahead and pop those all in their sleeves and give them their times on the stands. So Junior, that Paredes is really nice for the Astros. Yes, mate, 1 of 5. 1 of 5. Let me show you. Michael Garcia for the Royals, numbered 1 of 5. Personally, I really like that splash of colour from these inserts. I think it's really cool, and it's something that I missed a little bit actually opening Series 1 so far. Luke Keyshaw, Rafael Marcan, Logan Henderson, Michael Lorenzen, who guided or helped guide the Italians to a massive victory over the Team USA last night. Fabulous achievement. Parker Dunshee, Eric Oze, Jonathan Rodriguez, Drew Evans, there's a Yon Moncada, Noah Cameron, that's one of our 90 insert, Luke Keyshaw, that's a good one again, Jeff Bagwell, that's cool. I forgot that some of those were chromed. That's a really good one. Astros, Bagwell. Let's go and understand. Jace Young, because I really like that card actually. Jose Trevino, Tim Tower. We have pulled his autograph before. Carlos Estevez, Ryan Lautus, Mickey Moniak, Alan Rodden, Justin Turner, Miles Mastroboni, James Meeker, Hunter Biggie, Kyle Tucker, and then our Witch's Hat for the Detroit Tigers. 2 of 5. Good Lord. That is our second card to 5 that we've pulled today. This one is going out to the Detroit Tigers. Congratulations, Chris Martin. Fabulous hit on that one. Tyler Owens, rookie card, numbered 2 of 5. It's our second of 5 today. So, that is mad. We're of course looking for a 1 of 1 this season. 5 is the lowest that we've found, and we've just found it again. Brilliant. Dane Myers. I had no idea that the Witches' Hats were numbered that low, to be fair. Noah Murdoch. Beantown Boys, Matt Svanson, Devin Williams, Max Muncy, Omar Cruz, Matthew Libertor, Jeffrey Springs, Jacob Wilson. It's got 3 backwards cards here. It's Chase Dollander. He's a little bit fluffy on this top corner, but that's a nice Stars of MLB to get. Logan Webb on the All-Stars Rainbow Foil. And Jacob Wilson on the Night Terrors insert. Coolsies. Well, what's the chances that we found a card 2-5 out of 2 boxes in a row? That's some pretty low. Just imagine if it had been the same player twice. Wow, cool. Okay, what waits in store for us in our Topps Archives box? Is it another 2-5? Is it that 1 of 1 that you've foreseen, Ben? Woohoo! Let's find out. These boxes have been sitting on my shelf upstairs in my little breakers section for quite a while. So they've obviously soaked up a fair bit of luck. That's my theory anyway. 1 of 5, 2 of 5. Can we find a 3 of 5? That's also pretty crazy that we've done it sequentially as well. 1 of 5 and a 2 of 5. Yeah, let's do a little bit of jiggery pokery with you. Oh no, come here, Isaac. I don't want to block Mr. Goldschmidt at the back. Mr. Bagwell, you can go here and there. And you guys can go behind Mr. Owens. Fantastic. It's 2025 Topps Archives. 8 cards per pack. 24 packs per box. So we have got a good bunch of cards to go through on this set. I can't believe that. I still can't believe it. 2 lots to 5. 1 of 1. Come on. Can we do it? I always forget that these are a bit of a sod to open. So, we are getting going with a magenta. That's pink. I think they're standard out of here, pink. Jonathan India, second base for the Royals. Red Sox is Garrett Crochet. And for the Expos, so that one is going to the Nationals. That will be going to Kev, the Expos. Yeah, so that's Vladdy Guerrero Senior. Just standard pink. Ozzie Albies for the Braves. Trace Sweeney for the Tigers. Christian Walker. Jackson Churio. Matt Shaw. That's a nice one for Cubs. Nice little rookie card to get us going there. Let's pop Mr. Guerrero in his rightful sleeve. So we are looking for an autograph, a relic, 2 hits out of here either way. Let me just double. 2 autographs and 8 exclusive pink parallels. So 2 autographs. Again, these are a really good value box. For 2 autographs, you can't really go wrong. Got one of those Stars and Stripes inserts. There's Pete Alonso, Paul Skeens. Good 1-2 start. Luke Keyshaw keeps it going as a number 3. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Gunnar Henderson, that is a lovely card. Really nice insert, that one. For the Orioles, congratulations on that one. Went as a random to Mike. Congratulations, Wayne. Junior Caminero. Kobe Mayo. And Corbin Carroll. Let's go ahead and put Mr. Henderson in a sleeve. Again, I might be slightly biased on that one, purely because he's an Orioles player. For the White Sox, it's Frank Thomas. Big hurt. Billy Wagner. There's another one of our pink ones. This one is DeZenzo. For the Houston Astros, Zach DeZenzo. They're really nice. I like those pinks, actually. You're not going to get colour matches, obviously, out of them, but they are a nice, sharp-looking card. It's a bit different in the PC. It's a good card. Zach DeZenzo. Congrats on that one. Chris Morrell for the Rays. There's Reggie Jackson for the A's. That's a good card. Austin Wells, sorry, for the Yankees. Ryan Sandberg and Drake Baldwin, rookie card for the Braves. Have we used all of our luck, do we think, on those 2 to 5s that we pulled? Or have we got a little bit of something up our sleeve? It's one of the pop-outs, I think. Javier Sonoja. Chan-Ho Park. Kyle Manzaro. Clayton Kershaw. Oh, no, it's not. It's one of those all-star ones. That's a really cool little insert, actually. I like that. Justin Verlander for the San Francisco Giants. Dylan Cruz, rookie card. And a CJ Abrams and Seth Lugo. My, how time flies when you're having fun. We're nearly an hour into this one, guys. My wife is doing very well in the other room. She hasn't had a cup of tea for an hour now. She'll be clawing at the sofas. Adrian De Castillo. Jose Altuve. Darren Baker. Son of Dusty. That's a good one for the Nats. We're going to Kev. That's the second pink parallel for the Nationals. After that, Vladdy, obviously. Adrian Beltre. Big Papi David Ortiz. Willie Adames. Mookie Betts. And Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. We're getting started with Randy Rosarena for the Mariners. Tomoyuki Sagano for the Orioles. Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. Young-Hoo Lee. There's our pop-out. And I believe they are facsimile autographs on there. The Ronald Acuna Jr. They're cool. I don't know. Has anybody actually punched these out yet? Because these are actually punch out. So you punch it out at the top, you fold it over, and he stands up. I don't know if it's if it's even worth punching those out, but I'm pretty sure it's a facsimile. It is a facsimile. Honus Wagner. Now that would be an outrageous autograph to get, right? Brian McCann and Alex Bregman. These packs are not the easiest to open. I can tell you that for sure. Nolan Arenado, third baseman for the Cardinals. There is Pedro Martinez. If you do not subscribe, you've actually punched one out. That's cool. I mean, it's a hobby at the end of the day. It's a bit of card, isn't it? It's yours to do with as you please. But I think that's pretty cool. If I had one of those, I'd punch it out. I'd just have it stood. Pedro Martinez will come and get you if you don't subscribe, so make sure you do. Freddie Freeman. Spencer Strider. There's an Aaron Judge, one of those. What are we calling that insert? Cyber Stats. Stars and Stripes, Cyber Stats. It's a cool insert. I really like that. I'm not going to be biased and just keep Gunner up there. Mr. Judge can go as well. There's our home run leader, Cal Riley. Hershiser. Dale Hershiser. Drell Hershiser. Oral Hershiser. However you want to say it. Zach DeZenzo. Standard card this time, not the pink. There's Ty Cobb. Mike Piazza. There's our next pink, and this one is Orelvis Martinez, and that's for the Blue Jays. Congrats on that little hit there, Mike. That's a nice one on the rookie card. Orelvis Martinez. Alfonso Soriano for the Yankees. Ernie Banks for the Cubbies. Spencer Schwallenbeck, Austin Riley, and Justin Henry Malloy. Carlos Santana, Nico Horner for the Cubbies, Josh Naylor for the D-backs. There is a Heston Kierstad for the Orioles, White Langford. That's the top run maker, isn't it? Yeah, that's an insert card, White Langford. That's a good one for the Rangers. Zach Neto, he is indeed Scandinavian for value. Brian Reynolds and Pablo Lopez. So we are still looking for an autograph so far. Should be 2 on average out of this box. Are we going to be punished for finding 2 cards numbered to 5 earlier on? Go back and watch it. Treat yourself. Ronald Acuna Jr. Satchel Paige, that'll be going out to the Orioles. There is Cameron Misner, our autograph. And that is an Archives fan favourite autograph, as you can see by the little stamp up here. On card, that's a nice one, rookie for the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays are going out to Luke Hitchin. Congrats on that one, mate. That's a nice autograph. That's good penmanship on that one. Spoke it into existence. There is our first autograph. Yep. Good penmanship. Rookie auto. Nice. Gabby Moreno. Ichiro. Marcelo Meyer. Carl Yastrzemski. And Reese Hoskins. So that pack is just about the halfway pack, actually. So we found an autograph. Who else is waiting in here for us? Randy Johnson. That's who. Big unit himself. Trey Turner. Stan Musial. Joey Votto. Julio Rodriguez. Our second punch out is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It's a good one for the Dodgers. Yamamoto, yeah. He just looked a little bit pre-punched, actually. Freddie Peralta for the Brewers. Brooks Lee for the Twins. Hello, everybody. Give us a wave, give us a comment. Let us know where you are watching from. I always find that interesting, actually, going back on the metrics and such. Chandler Simpson, the speed freak himself. Alex Rodriguez for the Mariners. And it is Spencer Schwallenbeck is our latest pink parallel. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got another one of those somewhere in the box. There's J-Rod again. Grayson Rodriguez follows him up. Jordan Westberg. Ricky Hines. And Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. If you are just joining, and this is your first time with me, first and foremost, thank you very much for coming along. Massively appreciated. But if you don't get off freely, please do subscribe. That is also massively appreciated and entirely free for you. Bo Jackson. William Contreras, that should be our last pink. Adrian Gonzalez for the Padres. It's a well-centered one. Those pink inserts are really nice. It's not even it grows on you kind of thing. They're just nice from the off. They look lovely. Teoscar Hernandez, Albert Pujols, Luis Arias, Cole Reagans, and there is Jackson Holiday as the back card. Well past the halfway point, we have found one of our autographs. We haven't found a numbered card. I don't know if you can find them that regularly from in here. But we're about to find out in what packs we've got left. Mark Vientos, Dalton Rushing, Zach Wheeler, Leo Jimenez. There is a friend of the channel, Michael Nelson Trout. Please get the word out to him. Let him know he's a friend of the channel. On a Top Run Makers, Boardwalks, and Baseball insert. Ted Williams, Jacob deGrom, and Brenton Doyle for the Rockies. Excuse me. I think we've used all of our numbered luck up with those two numbered to 5, to be honest. Jose Ramirez, Noelvi Marte, Thomas Sagesi. That's a nice Jackie Robinson. It's always nice to get a Jackie card. Bo Bichette. There's a J-Rod. Nice on the punch out. Francisco Alvarez and Spencer Torkelson. So 4 punch outs per box, I think would make sense. It's the first time opening archives as a hobby on 2025, so I'm not 100% sure on what you get. Ooh. Light blue. Okay. Nacho Alvarez Jr. for the Braves. Ezekiel Tovar. Garrett Cole. 1 of 25. This is Ernie Banks for the Cubs. That is a gorgeous card. Lovely colour match on a sky blue. Ernie Banks, 1 of 25. We are getting low numbers all over the place today. It's obviously not as low as a 5, but that is a fantastic card. Congratulations to you, Chris Martin, on that one. Beautiful. Logan Webb for the Giants. Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Mike Schmidt and Cody Bellinger finish that pack off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs left. A third of the box. Still looking for one autograph. We've got a numbered card. I'm not expecting any more out of this. Anything else would be a massive bonus, actually. Max Muncy. Ryan Howard. From one of my favourite episodes of It's Always Sunny. Roki Sasaki. Naga. There's Fernando Tatis Jr. on the All-Star card. JT Realmuto. Robert Hassel III. And there indeed is Nick Kurtz. For the Blue Jays, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. this time. Nick York. No way. Ben, you were right. I'm going to come back to that. Vinny Pascantino. I just felt something very cold on my hands, ladies and gentlemen. And it is, it's special. Kyle Schwarber. Sandy Koufax. Royce Lewis. Mike Adolis Garcia. I am going to come back to that. You can probably guess what it is, but I'm going to come back to it. Nick York. Way. So 1 of 5s. We got 2 of 5. One was 1 of 5. One was 2 of 5. We've just found a 1 of 25. And there is something under this card. Ben, who are we thinking? What are we thinking? Is it going to be our autograph? Can you get them autographed? That is the first one I've pulled. Logan O'Hoppe. Gavin Lux. Shane McClanahan. Max Fried. Tarek Skubal, that's a good one. Ricky Henderson. Nolan Ryan. And Willie Mays. Oof, Cam Smith, that'd be a good one. That'd be a really good one. And what else have we had? Who else could it be, Astros-wise? Jordan Alvarez would be good. Juan Soto for the Mets. Evan Carter for the Rangers. Oh, so close. Tyler Soderstrom for the A's. Tom Seaver. Ben Williamson. Buster Posey. That's a nice one for the Giants. River Ryan for the Dodgers. And Rafi Devers for the Giants. So, as the tension builds, we could still be potentially looking for an autograph out of this box as well as what is sitting under here. If you have got eyes and you've read the comment, you know what is coming. We spoiled it a little bit. I did it by showing you, to be fair. Could we be in for something magnificent? And anytime you pull a 101 is magnificent. Ceddy Mullins for the Orioles. That is strange that he's still got an Orioles card in archives, yet Mets in both update and high number. Seems a bit weird. Ceddy for the O's. There's Goldschmidt. We've seen him already. We pulled a nice patch of Paul Goldschmidt earlier. Sal Frelick. Nolan Chanuel. There is Matt Shaw. That's a good one for the Cubbies. There's another one of our Boardwalk and Baseball inserts. John Lawler. Eddie Murray. Lovely card. And Tony Olivia. 3 packs left. Now, well, in that case, it was me entirely giving it away by saying I've got something cold. Gold. There's a gold in this one, guys. Greg Maddox, Caleb Durbin. Shall we wait? Shall we build that one up? I'm going to wait for an answer. Chris Bryant, Ketel Marte, Jarrett Jones, Zach Veen, and Mick Abel. Now let's pull it. It's for the Cubbies. It is a Kyle Tucker on card 5 of 50 on the gold. The Cyberstats autograph. Outrageous. Mate, I don't know if I can beat those allegations. Last break was absolutely insane for the amount of stuff that we got. This one is insane for the amount of numbers that we've got. That is a crazy card. Chris Martin, congratulations, mate. What a way to start the hobby for you. 2 packs left. Surely not. Surely we've got nothing left in the tank. Matt Chapman. He looks done in. Logan Gilbert. Luis Garcia Jr., Sandy Alcantara, Hunter Green, Jose Altuve on the MLB All-Star card, Ellie De La Cruz, and Seiya Suzuki. We have got 1 pack left. 1 pack. And this is why we buy into breaks. This is the magic of breaking. This is the fun of breaking. You could have bought this box yourself for X amount of pounds. You could have sold this card for X amount of pounds, or any of these cards for X amount of pounds. That would be incredible. but the breaking of it, the fact that you picked that team and that card has come out for your team is outrageous. It's cool. It's exciting. That's why we do it, and that's why I thank you all for choosing to break with Ryanman Breaks. I know I'm not the only option, but hey, 2 out of 2 with absolute fire. Can't be bad. Benintendi, Blake Snell, our last. Okay, Orel Heerscheiser. There you go. We got it right the first time this time. Is our last pink parallel. We are saving that stand in the middle as Brent Rooker, Jacob Wilson, Jackson Jobe, Lawrence Butler, and Shane Bieber. Okay. Nick York, who are you hiding? This is the very first one of these I have ever pulled. Okay, so we are the right way round. It's an angel. Oh man, this went as a random. Oh my word. Michael Nelson Trout, friend of the family, friend of the channel, sorry. Michael Nelson Trout, 1 of 1 printing plate. Ladies and gentlemen, that is outrageous. We are 2 breaks into the season and already have 1 of 1. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What a superstar for a 1 of 1. I think that is the biggest card that I've ever pulled. That's fantastic. Congratulations, Paul Carr, on that one for your random team. For £16.50 you bought in. You got 3 teams in this. You got the A's, you got the Angels, you got the Rockies. Man, you've just pulled one out of the bag. That is incredible. Ben, you called it. You absolutely called it, mate. 1 of 1 in this break. So that's 2 to 5. Number to 50 and number to 25. We got a gold out of there. Man alive. That is incredible. That is incredible. Let's go through them, shall we? Let's see what we got. If this doesn't convince you to come and give it a go, Ryanman Breaks, I don't know what will, but we have still got slots available, 4 spaces available on our break number 4. That one is a multi-box break again. I like doing mixer breaks. That is a Stadium Club Hobby Box, an Allen and Ginter Blaster, and a 2024 Leaf Mega Box. Just £11 gets you, and there are 4 spots left. Make sure you get in on that one, or you might too lose out on a 1 of 1. And even without all of those numbers, look at this stack of worthy cards that we pulled. Let's pop Ernie in his top loader as he deserves. Even more, a couple more behind there, over here, back there. Autograph, printing plate, number to 5. Let's go through them, shall we, ladies and gents? As Trevor Story for the Red Sox, Tyler Tolbert, Kenley Jansen, Ryan Johnson, Zach Kent, Griffin Canning, Tyler Mayle, and Kyle Higashioka were all blue parallels from our Heritage High Number box. Gunnar Henderson, Tarek Skubal, and Aaron Judge were our Cyber Stats. Now, you're very welcome, mate. You're very welcome. Thank you very much for buying into the break. I genuinely couldn't do this, wouldn't do this without any of you guys. The support is incredible. The fact that we keep going for what is now the 4th year, it's brilliant. Thank you all. Herscheisser, Tyler Soderstrom, Spencer Schwallenbeck, DeZenzo, Gonzalez, Baker, Martinez, and Guerrero were all of our pink parallels. They were from our archives box. Jeff Bagwell, Joe Boyle were from our update blaster. And we got our blue Speckles, Jose Fermin, Gage Workman, a black border Rhino, Evan Sisk, Nick Pivetta, Josh Naylor, Luis Arias, and Matthew Boyd were all our blue Speckle inserts. Evan Sisk was our gold out of our blaster box. And then our box, Ranger Suarez, Josh Rojas, Eddie Mullins, Max Muncy, Sam Huff, Carson Kelly, were all of our optic inserts. Couple of silvers, Tyler Ward, Javi Baez, Jackson Jobe on that insert. Some rainbow foils, Logan Webb and Junior Caminero. Isaac Paredes was our sand glitter parallel. Ronnie Simon snuck in the back. Our standard holiday inserts were Jihuan Bei and Ryan Miller. And then our hits. Kyle Tucker for the Cubbies on the gold cyber stats, numbered 5 of 50. Cameron Misner, that's a lovely rookie autograph, good penmanship on that one. That goes out to the Rays. Michael Garcia was numbered 1 of 5 for the Kansas City Royals. That was from our high number. Along with Paul Goldschmidt for the New York Yankees. Lovely patch on that one. Ernie Banks, numbered 1 of 25, also going out to the Cubbies. That was from Archives. Tyler Owens for the Detroit Tigers. He came out of our blaster box. He's numbered 2 of 5. And the pièce de résistance was Michael Nelson Trout on the printing plate. 1 of 1. Outrageous. Thank you all so much for coming along. I will see you all in the next one. And don't forget, head over to Ryanman Breaks on Facebook. Join in to break number 4. We'll see you the next time. Ta-da.